Welcome students in the discussion of chapter electrostatics. In this first, let us revise Coulomb's law electric field of point charges. According to Coulomb's law, the point charge exerts a force in a region or a space around it, and the region or space around it in which other charges are attracted or repelled is known as electric field. Electric field is defined as the region of a space around charge or a system of charges within which other charged particles are experience electrostatic forces. This concept of electric field was given by scientist Faraday. Theoretically, electric field extends up to infinity, but practically it is a limited range, means exists up to some distance. Let us obtain formula for electric field strength or electric field intensity. In the electric field, what is electric field intensity? Electric field may be strong or weak. Strength of the electric field is shown by the physical quantity electric field intensity, capital E. To obtain the formula, let us derive it. See the derivation. Consider two charges, suppose positive and negative. Between two similar charges there is repulsion, and force of repulsion is given by Coulomb's law in electrostatics. And between negative and positive charge, between opposite charges, there is force of attraction. They attract each other, and this value of force is also given by Coulomb's law in electrostatics. If Q is magnitude of charge, suppose this is a source charge and Q0 is the test charge, then force F is given by Coulomb's law as 1/4 pi epsilon 0 Q0 upon R square. And electric field intensity, which gives us strength of electric field, is defined as electric field strength at a point in an electric field is the electrostatic force per unit positive charge on a vanishingly small positive test charge placed at that point. Electric field intensity is given by limit F upon Q0 delta Q tends to 0, or E is equal to F upon Q0. Substituting value of F from the Coulomb's law, 1/4 pi epsilon 0 Q0 upon R square divided by Q0 get cancelled, and we get electric field intensity is equal to 1/4 pi epsilon 0 Q upon R square R cap. Here R cap is the unit vector in the direction of electric field intensity. Electric lines of force are the path along which the positive test charge moves when placed in the electric field. This we will discuss later. Let us discuss electric field due to a point charge. Consider a point charge, positive charge Q0, placed at point P having coordinate XYZ, having position XYZ. If another charge is at origin plus Q, there is a force of repulsion in this direction, and this force is given by Coulomb's law. F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q0 upon R square into R cap or R caret. This is the force acting on the test charge. Electric field strength is defined as F upon Q0. Substituting value of F from above equation, we can write E of R, function of R, is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q upon R square into R cap. This is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q upon R square into R cap. Electric field due to a point charge generally has a spherical symmetry. Let us discuss the variation of electric field intensity with respect to R square. E depends upon R square. Hence, if we plot a graph of electric field intensity against R square, we will get at R equal to 0, E is infinity, and as R goes to infinity, E will become 0, and variation is on the curve inversely proportional to R square. And this is the variation of E with respect to R square, inversely proportional to R square. Electric dipole is defined as two equal charges opposite in direction separated by same distance from the point is known as electric dipole. Electric dipoles are observed in the atoms and molecules. Electric dipole is a pair of equal and opposite charges separated by a very small distance. When they are placed in the external electric field, the force will act on these positive and negative charges, and dipole will rotate. Its dipole moment P is given by product of charge and distance between these two charges twice L. P is equal to Q into twice L. Since in the diagram the dipole is in the x-axis, here unit vector in the direction of x-axis I cap is written. Hence P in magnitude and direction is written as Q into twice L I cap. SI unit of dipole moment is Coulomb into meter. Electric field in terms of coordinates, if many system of charges are present, is given by superposition principle. If many system of charges are present in the space, each charge exert force in its field on the another charges. Magnitude of this force between two charges is given by Coulomb's law, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q upon r square. Using this law for system of charges, if F12 is force between 1 and 2, F13 is force between charge 1 and 3, F14 is force between charge 1 and 4, and F15 is force between 1 and 5. Then total force between the four charges and charge 1 is the sum of forces exerted between charge 1 and another charges 2, 3, 4 and 5 respectively. Hence F1 is equal to F12 plus F13 plus F14 plus F15. Substituting value of forces using Coulomb's law, we can write in short, the total force on charge 1 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 sum of QA QB RA minus RB upon magnitude of RA minus RB cube. Here value of B varies from 1 to n. N is equal to 5. There are 5 charges and B is not equal to A. Force between same charge is not considered. Interaction between the same charge is not considered here. And this principle according to which total force is the force exerted by the all charges is known as superposition principle. The electrostatic force experienced by a charge due to other charges is the vector sum of electrostatic forces due to these other charges if they are existing individually. Now let us study electric field intensity due to electric dipole. Consider a dipole and suppose charge minus q is placed at point A and plus q is at point B, and the line joining these two charges in a dipole is known as axial line or axis of any dipole, and a line perpendicular to the axis passing through center of dipole is known as the equator of a dipole. That case of equator we will see after this. The distance between any charge from the center of dipole is same L. Suppose let us take small l, and suppose point P is the point at which we want to calculate the electric field intensity in the space. Suppose point P is at distance x from the center of dipole. Then, as we know, every charge has its field intensity. It will exert a force on another charges. Due to negative charge, electric field intensity is in the direction towards the negative charge. And suppose this is EA, arrow is towards A, and due to positive charge, electric field intensity or force is away from the positive charge. It is shown by EB. And total field intensity at point P, EP is equal to sum of EA and EB. Sum of EA and EB. EB minus EA. In magnitude, this is negative, so minus EA is taken in the sum and EB is positive. And hence we can write here in direction and magnitude, total electric field intensity at point P due to dipole is equal to sum of intensity due to each charge in a dipole EA plus EB, vector EA plus EB. And since vectors EA and EB are in opposite direction, we can write magnitude of EP is equal to magnitude of vector EB minus magnitude of vector EA. Substituting the formula for E, electric field intensity, EA is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q upon x plus L bracket square into I cap. I cap is for x-axis, direction in the x-axis. This r square, distance of charge minus q from point P, it is this x plus L, hence it is x plus L square written. Similarly, EB, electric field intensity EB at point P due to charge plus q is written as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q upon r square. Here r is distance of plus q from P and it is x minus L. So it is x minus L bracket square is written. Using these two values in this above equation to find total electric field intensity at P, magnitude of EP is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into bracket Q upon x minus L bracket square minus Q upon x plus L bracket square. If here L is very less than x, then we can find out this expression. First, let us take LCM and multiply. Use the standard mathematical identity a plus b bracket square and a minus b bracket square and calculate magnitude of EP is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 2 into q into twice L into x upon x square minus L square bracket square. Now simplify this. EP, magnitude of EP is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 twice P. P is the symbol for electric dipole moment. P is equal to twice QL from definition and concept. Hence I am writing here 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 twice Q into x upon x square minus P bracket square is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 twice Px upon x square minus L square bracket square if small l is very less than x. X may be any point in the space, and for atomic distances L is very less than x, and for this we can neglect value of L and take L as 0 and cancel this one x. We get EP is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. We get EP is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 twice P upon x cube. Next derivation is electric field intensity at a point on the equatorial line of a dipole. In the diagram, a dipole is considered and this is the equatorial line. OQ is the equatorial line of the dipole. It is the line perpendicular to the axis of dipole and passing through the center of dipole. Consider a point Q, and at Q we have to find out electric field intensity EQ. This formula we have to find out. EQ is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q into twice L upon x square plus L square raised to 3 by 2. For this we have to make construction. Due to positive charge plus Q at point B, see the diagram, a field away from the positive charge is produced, and this field is shown by symbol EB along the line BQ, and its magnitude is given by magnitude and direction. EB is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q upon x square plus L square, and the vector, unit vector. Now here this distance BQ square is considered x square plus L square. This is L square. This is L square. Now the electric field intensity due to negative charge at point Q is towards the negative charge, so arrow is shown towards it, and this field EA due to negative charge is given as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q upon x square plus L square into unit vector. Now these two fields, they give the resultant value. At point Q due to dipole on the equatorial line, and this is shown by EQ. EQ is equal to sum of vector EA plus EB, and substituting these values in this equation we get the resultant value. Now form the parallelogram law, use the parallelogram law of vector addition. For this, if these two vectors EA and EB are adjacent sides of parallelogram, then the resultant is along the diagonal of a parallelogram. So construct a parallelogram and find the total value. The resultant value EQ has two components, sine and cosine, sine and the cosine. If theta is considered as angle between resultant vector and any electric field vector, then this vertical component will be sine component, EB sine theta, and downward vertical component is EA sine theta. You can draw a triangle and find out sine and cosine values, and this horizontal components is EB cos theta and EA cos theta. As these two vertical components EB sine theta and EA sine theta are equal and opposite, EA and EB are same. EA and EB are same. These angles are same. So these are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. So cancel each other. And only these two components EA cos theta and EB cos theta add each other. And hence total field, electric field due to dipole on the equatorial line is sum of the cosine components, and hence EQ is equal to EA cos theta plus EB cos theta. And solving this we get 2 times 2 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. Substitute here EA and EB. Take out 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 common, and this will be 2 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q upon 2 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q upon x square plus L square bracket square into 1 upon x square plus L square raised to half. and adding this 2, this is raised to 3 by 2 denominator is E0 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 q into twice L upon x square plus L square raised to 3 by 2. Q upon twice L is magnetic dipole moment P. Hence we can write this is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 P upon x square plus L square raised to 3 by 2. Next topic is torque on electric dipole in a uniform electric field. Torque is given by momentum into force. Consider a dipole. Distance between the two charges is twice L as shown in figure. See the figure. Let it is placed in the electric field intensity of uniform in nature, and theta is angle between the axis of dipole and the initial field, and when it will rotate due to the forces acting on dipole, this angle will change from 0. As we know, the force minus QE act on the negative charge due to electric field, external electric field. This force is shown by the axis, negative axis, towards the negative axis, and from the formulae for E is equal to F upon Q. F is equal to plus QE along positive axis. So this opposite and equal forces in magnitude act, and they will rotate the dipole at an angle theta, and due to this rotation the torque acting on the dipole is given by torque is equal to one of the force QE, magnitude of the force QE, into distance between the perpendicular distance between these two, between one of these two charges and line of action of force. And in the diagram this distance is twice L sin theta. So substitute this value twice L sin theta. Hence, since Q into twice L can be written as P, electric dipole moment, torque is equal to PE sin theta, and PE sin theta is a cross product of P and E. Hence torque is expressed as vector torque is equal to P cross vector E. There are different cases. If theta is 0 degree, sin 0 is 0 and torque is 0. If theta is 90 degree, then sin 90 is 1 and theta is equal to theta.
Work done on a dipole is equal to torque into displacement, as the torque acts on the dipole in the electric field. It rotates.
Theta 2. Let theta 0 is equal to theta 1. From theta 1 to theta 2, as W is equal to integration of PE sin integration of torque into d theta, and substituting value of torque from last derivation PE sin theta, we can write W is equal to integration of PE sin theta d theta from theta 1 to theta 2. Hence W is equal to PE into bracket cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. If potential energy is arbitrarily taken 0 when dipole is at 90 degree, then potential energy in rotating the dipole and incline it at an angle theta is equal to potential energy U is equal to minus PE cos of theta. There are different cases: stable equilibrium and unstable equilibrium. If theta is 0 degree, then U is equal to minus PE. Since cos 0 is equal to 1, U is equal to minus PE from this equation. Cos theta is 1, so u is minus pe, and this is known as stable equilibrium. Case 2, if theta is 90 degree, cos 90 is 0, hence u is equal to minus pe into 0, that is u is equal to 0. Case 3, when theta is equal to 180 degree, cos 180 degree is minus 1, minus 1 into minus pe is plus 1, and hence u is equal to pe. This is known as unstable equilibrium.